The crowd is amped up, ready to get this season underway, as are we. Back with more in a minute. From 41 Seaver Way, welcome to the home of the New York Mets. This is Citi Field. Opening day baseball on the show. It's the Pittsburgh Pirates going up against the New York Mets. Alongside Chris Singleton, I'm John Shambi. So the New York Mets were not in the postseason last year, but they've made some key additions, and they're among the league favorites now. There's a real hunger around this team, Chris, and with the fan base, they really think they've got a shot to make some noise this year.
They do, Boog, and I don't think that's unrealistic. They made some nice moves in the offseason, tried to build up their roster, and now they look primed for a big year. Of course, that's not a guarantee of success. We've seen teams go on big spending sprees in the offseason in the past and just not back it up once the games start, but they look like a real contender to me.
First pitch coming your way next. Now the starting pitcher in this one, Freddie Peralta. Singy, he's a guy that can rack up a lot of strikeouts.
Yeah, Boog, this is a guy that struck out over 200 batters just a year ago, so he's definitely one of those guys that's got ridiculous swing and miss stuff. Hitters have to make a decision early, and that causes them to many times guess wrong and end up missing. the baseball, but when you got a guy that's taking the mound that has the ability to send guys walking back to the dugout, it can be pretty fun to watch, and hopefully that's what we'll see in this one.
Ryan O'Hearn leading things off and takes a strike. Oh, 1 down. And
that's
ball 1. Swings through that one for strike 2. Pitch in the dirt, and it's 2-2. Fastball is outside. That one misses, so a leadoff walk.
Batting second, the designated hitter, Marcell Ozuna.
Marcell Ozuna coming up to hit. Line drive, and this might be trouble. Around second, on his way to third. O'Hearn headed for the plate. He will score, and they take the lead. Robert hustles it back in. That holds the runner at second base.
Mission accomplished there as he picks up the RBI to give him the lead. Anytime you rip a line drive the other way, you feel really good about what you did at the plate. You trusted your hands, you let the ball travel, and you took the barrel straight to it. That's great work right there.
Lau at the plate. One on, nobody out. A run in here on opening day. Right through there for a strike. Gets a piece and stays alive. Got him. 1 down. Here's the Pirates lineup now. And with their ace on the mound today, they're just looking to provide him a little bit of run support, and they'll see what they can do for him.
With an ace on the bump, it's crucial not to become complacent. This lineup still has a job to do if they're going to come away with a win.
So now, with 1 away and a man at second, at the plate for Pittsburgh, Spencer Horwitz. Swings through that. The 1-1 is fouled off. Man at second. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Well, that's a curveball that people like to describe as a hammer or Uncle Charlie, and you can see why. It's not a looping slow curve. He throws it hard, and it gets plenty of bite on the end.
Here's O'Neal Cruz. Pitch kicks away from Alvarez. Tag, save.
He beat it up.
He's into third on the wild pitch. And the 1-0. Swings through that one out in front that time. The 1-1 is fouled off. 1-2 now. Stays alive. The 1-2. Fastball is outside. 2 outs and a runner at third. You're in game 1 of this 3-game set. Got him swinging for the strikeout. They limit the damage here. A run, a hit, and a man left. On to the bottom of the first. It's the Pirates 1, and the Mets coming to bat. The starter today, Singy, is Paul Skeens. The young phenom has taken the league by storm.
No doubt about it, and he followed up that Rookie of the Year in 2024 with the Cy Young Award last season. the truth is he's not intimidated by big league hitters at all. He finished last season with a sub-2 ERA, the first pitcher in the league to pull that off in 3 years.
Here's Francisco Lindor. Fouled off. He was late.
Wow, triple digits on the gun. I know there are more pitchers that can reach that now than in the past, but it's still impressive to watch.
Swing and a miss. That one at 99. The count is 1-2. Jackknifes out of the way. And down on strikes. 1 out.
Batting second.
Here's the Mets lineup now. All right, Siggy, how about all the talent in this lineup?
Well, there's a lot of young talent in this lineup. I think as they gel together, gain some maturity over the course of this season, they could be playing October baseball.
Juan Soto now. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter. Comes up empty. That's strike 2. Swings and misses, and there's 2 away.
Well, there appears to be no problem settling in on the mound out there today. It looks pretty tough to start this one, punching out the first 2 hitters of this ball game. And somebody's going to have to put the bat on the ball, put it in play, and get something going.
Bo Bichette now at the plate as he swings through strike 1.
First 2 hitters get punched out on strikes. Take some notes from the dugout. When you get your chance, go up there and hit the ball hard somewhere.
Got him. Strikes out the side to begin the game. What a start. Nothing doing for the Mets. They're down 1-0. Back here in Queens, at the plate for Pittsburgh, Jake Mangum. And that's off the inside edge. Ball 1.
Ball.
Dave Lawrence behind the plate today. Consistent and pretty accurate with the balls and strikes.
Yeah. It's one of those guys, Spook, that just keeps the game moving. Nothing overly unique about the strike zone that he calls, and as a result, he's appreciated by both sides.
Right through there for a strike. That one misses. So a leadoff walk. So digging in, Nick Gonzalez. And a foul ball. Deal 1. Broken back ground ball to second. The underhand flip, and very nicely done for the out.
Well, that actually works out for the hitter. If it's not a broken bat, it's hit hard enough for a double play. But with the slower roller, defense does a nice job at least getting one out of it.
So now with one away and a man at second, Joey Bart up here. Fastball for a strike. That one fouled off. And the 0-2. Line drive. Makes the catch for the second out.
Batting ninth, third baseman, Jared Triolo.
Jared Triolo, the next Pirate to hit. Yeah! Runner at second, 2 down, here on opening day. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Drilled in the air out towards right center. Robert on his way over. Pulls it down and he makes the catch. And that is that. Down to the bottom of the second. It's the Pirates 1 and the Mets nothing. Bottom half of inning number 2, and stepping in for New York, Jorge Polanco. Polanco, in his 10th season, a member of the 1,000 hit club, and he was born in the Dominican Republic. Late swing, foul to the left. Yeah, that's fouled off. Swing and a pop-up. Foul territory for the catcher. 1 away.
Batting fifth, second baseman, Marcus Semien.
Now it's Marcus Semien. First pitch, and he has to get out of the way. Ball 2. Good hitters count the 2-0. Sliced hard but foul. That's in there.
Looks like a really good fastball today. You can hear that catcher's mitt popping. Looking forward to hearing a lot of that one in this one.
Goes down swinging for the strikeout. And that's 4 strikeouts.
Yeah, there's no doubt, Boog. Electric stuff from the jump. I mean, there's just no messing around right now. It's still very early, but we could see a pretty impressive outing here if the strikeouts keep coming in the way they are. One thing you have to be aware of, though, is a high strikeout rate might impact the pitch count as the innings roll on.
Here's Luis Robert, also known as La Pantera. Swing and a miss. 0-1. Ball. Late with the swing there.
Bringing the cheese on that one.
Ripped on the ground to second. Lau sends it to first, and it's a 1-2-3 inning. We played 2 innings. It's 1-0. top half of the third inning, and now the Pirates leadoff man, Ryan O'Hearn.
Nope.
Challenge from behind the dish here. So the call stands. That knocks them down to one challenge left.
Pretty good pitch to take a pass at in a 1-0 count. Just not able to square it up.
Ripped to short. Lindor on to first. Leadoff hitter gone in the third. Here comes Ozuna up to the plate. He doubled home a run in his first AB. And a big swing and a miss.
Ball! That pitch is out.
Strike two.
He normally does damage on that pitch in that location. Just a swing and a miss there. I don't think you want to throw it again, though.
Didn't seem like that one found the zone. Here's a challenge. And after review, it was a ball. Good eye. They'll keep both their challenges. Two down. Up the middle. Into the outfield, base hit. So a man aboard now with one away.
Up next for Pittsburgh, second baseman Brandon Lau.
So a man aboard. Here's the second baseman, Brandon Lau. That one is upstairs. Check swing, and he went. And the count is 1-1. Upstairs. Ozuna leads off first with one away.
Ball.
Foul. We'll see another payoff pitch. And that one ripped to left. Can't squeeze it. This one drops into third now. So runners at the corners and one out.
Got a fastball, middle of the plate, jumped all over it. Absolutely smoked that ball.
Runners at the corners here, one away. Spencer Horwitz, the next to hit. That one is absolutely belted. That's got a chance. Makes the catch on the edge of the track, and that should get the job done as he tags from third. He scores on the sac fly, and they lead by 2. O'Neal Cruz, the next Pirate to hit. His first at bat was a strikeout. Well, Chris, through the early stages, he hasn't been very efficient in terms of the pitch count. He's going to need to get some quick outs if he's going to get deeper into this game. Battling here as he fouls it away. It is interesting, though, when you consider the way the game is run now. It doesn't even matter that much if your starter doesn't go that deep because teams are really aggressively building their bullpens. Swing and a miss. Freddie Peralta with the strikeout. So they pick up a run on 2 hits, no errors, and a man left. We head now to the home half of inning number 3. It's the Pirates 2 and the Mets nothing. Back here at Citi Field as we go to the last of the 3rd. Mark Vientos up now for the Mets. Late on that fastball.
I guess you throw it that hard, you can get away with locations like that right down the middle. But I still think it's a dangerous pitch. Don't want to do it again.
Got the bat going too soon. It's strike 2.
Another 0-2 count right here. Pitcher just in the driver's seat. He can go anywhere he wants to go right here.
The high heat too much on that one.
We'll take a look at the 3-pitch sequence here. Pretty simple in terms of putting them away at the plate. Once you're ahead 0-2 as a pitcher, you can really expand the zone and see how aggressive that hitter is going to be trying to protect and battle. And right there, clearly he was in swing mode, but all you can do is hope to foul that off.
Now the catcher up to hit, Francisco Alvarez. Hard hit left side. On to O'Hearn. And 2 straight set down to begin the bottom of the 3rd. Now it's the right fielder, Tyrone Taylor.
Just not able to catch up to that velocity.
2 down, nobody on. A little out front there as he swings through it.
This guy's not wasting any pitches. Hitters got to get into swing mode. This is a good time to expand the zone. Throw something maybe down in the dirt.
Foul ball. It stays 0-2. Got him swinging for the strikeout. So he picks up his 6th. Welcome back. Here's a look at this team's early season projection. Mangum batting for the 2nd time, and that's strike 1.
You know, these Pirates doing a great job, Boog, of just waiting for the right pitch to come their way, and I'm seeing very patient at-bats out of them. They're doing a good job of working the pitch count, and they've been able to push a couple of runs across to score as well.
1 up, 1 down.
By staying patient and working themselves ahead in the count, they're getting good pitches to hit. That's a great recipe for success if the opposing pitching isn't filling up the strike zone.
Gonzalez takes a ball as he stands in for the 2nd time. Swings through that one for strike 1. Check swing went around. 2-2. Good job to fight that one off.
Clearly trying to stay back a little bit longer for that changeup as he fouls that fastball back.
Breaking ball misses down and away. On the ground to the left. To first. 2 quick outs here in the top of the 4th. 2 down, base is empty. This is Joey Bart. 0 for 1 so far. That hits the dirt, and that's ball 1. In the air to left center. Robert turns to the right on the move. And that's the 3rd out. Nothing doing here this half. We're midway in the 4th. It's the Pirates 2. Bottom of the 4th. Here's the Mets leadoff man, Francisco Lindor. Swing and a miss. Check swing. No appeal. 1 ball, 1 strike.
That's big right there, being able to check your swing. Think about the count swing. Instead of 0-2, he's sitting 1-1 against a really good arm.
Breaks his bat and pops it up. Reaching for it, makes the catch.
Up next for the Mets, left fielder, Juan Soto.
Here's Juan Soto.
3-pitch strikeout last time up. Got to put up more of a fight in this one.
That one off the mark, and that is ball 1. Hey! Swings through that high fastball.
Really consistent release point. He's been able to pitch up and down and have excellent command at both locations.
Line to the right center field. That's a base hit. The throw in. Now back in safely at first.
Up next for the Mets.
Nice line drive to the pull side right there, but he didn't spin off of it. That's the key. You still have to extend through the baseball in order to hit a line drive like that.
Runner on at first with 1 gone. Bo Bichette up to the dish. Swing and a miss. And it's 0-1. Swings through that one for strike 2. And there's a ball. Fights it off. He'll see another.
It's so hard to slow yourself down when you see that juicy breaking ball, but the most success happens when you try to take that right back up the middle approach.
Swing and a miss. Picks up strikeout number 7.
Quite the start to this game on the mound. Looking very dangerous to these hitters. 7 punch-outs already, so this lineup hasn't had much success trying to figure him out. I'm impressed with what we're seeing here.
The batter now, Jorge Polanco. Swings and misses. It's 0-1. Swings through that one.
Talk about tying a guy up. That was ugly.
The 0-2. Inside and it hit him.
Got him. Right there. Up next for the Mets, second baseman.
And now Marcus Semien steps up in a big spot. Went down on strikes his first time through. And that's downstairs. And that's ball 1. That's a little bit low.
Good spot for the hitter. Definitely has the advantage in this count with runners on. Look for him to be aggressive on this next pitch.
2 on, 2 outs. Swing and a miss. That's strike 1. This one chopped on the ground, but foul. The 2-2 now. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. 2 left for the Mets. They trail it here 2-0. Welcome back as we take a look at how today's starting pitchers have fared so far. Triolo takes low, second trip to the plate in this one. Right through there for a strike.
Pretty rare location right there, right down the middle. This guy paints the edges. Not sure if you're going to see that pitch again as a hitter.
Lindor sends it to first. One away here in the fifth. Ryan O'Hearn comes up to hit. He's 0 for 1. Liner caught at second.
Up next for the Pirates, the designated hitter, Marcell Ozuna.
2 outs, base is empty. Marcell Ozuna, the next Pirate to hit. And a swing and a miss.
That's a ball.
In the air, center field. And that is that. Bucks go down quietly. They're up 2-0. We head to the bottom of the fifth. And stepping in for New York, Luis Robert Jr.
Robert Jr.
That one ripped right center field. That skips over the fence, so it's an automatic double.
The automatic double kind of feels like enjoying cruise control in your car, dude. You don't need to keep the pedal down as you cruise into second base. Just no worries in the world. You know what? He put a really good swing on that one.
Runner in scoring position, no outs. Mark Vientos up now for the Mets.
Struck out on just 3 pitches last time.
Swing and a miss, chased it out of the zone. Comes up empty. So man into scoring position, and now the tying run comes to the plate here on opening day. Swings and misses. Not what you're looking for after the leadoff double. A strikeout, and there's one away. Here's the catcher for the Mets, Francisco Alvarez. Grounded out his first time up.
As a pitcher, you know the runner on second is ready to push things with his speed. A base hit's probably going to be a big run, so you really have to execute on the mound.
Man at second. Next offering is outside. Swing and a miss. He was late. Strike 2. That one almost got him. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout.
Now at 10 Ks with still a few innings left, so expect him to add on to that total. And, you know, pitchers are looking to have a strikeout per inning. I mean, that's excellent work. The way it looks now, I mean, he's going to have a better rate than that in this one. So really good stuff working on the mound in this one.
Tyrone Taylor getting ready to hit. Struck out swinging his first time.
Hey!
Love how vocal the umpire is today. No doubt. In the hitter's mind, catcher's mind, and even the pitcher's mind. As to the conviction in the call.
Way inside, gets out of the way.
Straighten him up a little bit.
That's ball 2.
And an ABS challenge coming from behind the dish. It just shaved the zone. Still 2 challenges left for them. Man on second, 2 down. Swings and misses. It's a strikeout. And he keeps putting up the case. Welcome back. It's been a great game, so let's take another look at the most important moment so far. And now, Brandon Lau.
Now pitching for the Mets.
Luke Weaver
Number
will take
30.
over here, ready to make his season debut.
Ball.
And a swing and a miss. Comes up empty. That's strike two. Cut on and miss, struck him out, and one away. Now the left fielder, Spencer Horwitz.
Left fielder, Spencer Horwitz.
Nope.
There's a swing and a drive, and that lands in no man's land, a foul ball. Check swing, he held up, and that's ball two. Now one
That's ball
miss.
three.
This one in the air, center field. Robert takes it in for the out. Two away down. O'Neal Cruz, the next Pirate to hit. Looks like the weather could actually play a factor in this one. It's coming down pretty good.
Yeah, it is, and it's not too bad yet, but the field's not going to be able to hold up if the rain gets any worse than this. So keep an eye on the pitcher's mound as well, and the rest of the infield start to puddle up a little bit.
That's inside.
That's inside.
Really good take, especially with two strikes.
And
That's
downstairs. That's a good
That's
at bat
ball four.
right there. He
Take
was
your
down early in that plate
Up next
appearance.
for the
Works the
Pirates,
walk.
Right fielder, Jake Mangum.
Now it's the switch hitting outfielder, Jake Mangum. And first offering is fouled off. Cruz, the runner at first with two gone. Runner on the go.
That's out.
Pitch outside. Has some trouble with it. Safe at second, and that was not close.
2 outs is a great time to try to steal second, especially when you have a guy with some wheels on first. Defense probably knew it was coming, but figured we better focus on trying to get this hitter out.
Bichette gets it to first, and that'll do it. So one left for Pittsburgh, but they hold the 2-0 lead. Back here in Queens, bottom of the 6th inning, Francisco Lindor up now for the Mets.
What do you
Checks one
got?
to the first pitch, look down to third, and that's a swing according to umpire Matthew Ross. Strike two. Make it 4 strikeouts in a row, just cruising along. And here's a look at how he's using his pitches in this one. Here's Juan Soto, cruising on the mound right now, but a dangerous hitter here in this spot. A guy with some slug to him. And a good fastball to start him off. That's strike one.
I'm impressed by the number of first pitch strikes. He's not afraid of contact. Some guys, they'll nibble just because they don't want to get hit hard. That's not what we're seeing here.
Oh, he doesn't get the call. 2-1. Catcher challenge. We'll take another look. Just caught the zone by a whisker, and the call is overturned. So they've still got both their challenges. The Buccos leading by 2 here in the bottom of the 6th. Another one. That's 5 straight strikeouts. Chris, third time through the order, and a couple of quick outs for the starter.
Yeah, he's been very frugal today, economical with the pitch count.
So up next for New York, Bo Bichette, who's 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. Foul ball there. Two down, nobody on. Swings through the sweeper.
Just an outstanding job of spinning the baseball, moving it around, doing what he does.
That was the sweeper, but it missed.
Rarely will you see a pitcher just waste a pitch like that. The batter wasn't even tempted to swing. Every pitch needs to have a purpose so that it can set up a following pitch to help you get that out.
Strike 3, and now 6 strikeouts in a row. Make it 6 shutout innings for him out there now. It's Major League Baseball on the show. Top of inning number 7 at the plate for Pittsburgh, Nick Gonzalez. In the air, left field. And there's one away.
Up next for the Pirates, catcher Joey.
Here's Joey Bart now.
Hey!
Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2. Not close with that one. Ball 1. And they'll do it again. Here's a 1-2. Up and in, and he gets out of the way. In the air, right field. 2 down. And now, Jared Triolo.
Third baseman, Jared Triolo.
Now into the ball game on defense, Jared Young. He takes over in right.
29, Jared Young.
There it was. Oh, here it is. Hit it. He gets to take. Gets ahead in the count.
And that's in for a strike.
Been a solid inning so far in relief. Getting them through this inning only down 2 to give their lineup a real opportunity to just grind their way back into this.
To first, it short hops him, but a nice pick for out number 3. Nothing doing here for Pittsburgh, but they're on top 2-0.
Now pitching for
Gregory
Pittsburgh,
Soto
number
gets handed the
31,
rock out of the
Gregory
pen,
Soto.
getting ready to make his season debut. And stepping in for New York, Jorge Polanco, a switch hitter batting right.
Jorge Polanco.
Fought off foul. We haven't seen a break in the weather, and the umpires might be forced to make a decision soon.
Yeah, I think so, Boog. I mean, everyone looking and wondering when they're going to stop play. It definitely feels close. pitching has been pretty dominant in this one, but you got to be careful, not working with too big a lead. They could get right back in this ball game if you're not careful.
Swing and a ball lifted in the air. One down.
Up next for the Mets, second baseman, Marcus Semien.
Here's Marcus Semien. Lifted in the air, right center field. And that'll fall for a base hit. And that'll bring the tying run to the plate.
Up next for the Mets, center
Luis
fielder,
Robert now,
Luis
1 for 2.
Robert Jr.
A bit behind with that swing. It's strike 1.
Now, these guys definitely looking for a big swing of the bat right here. Try to close that gap. But, you know, at the very least, if you could find a way to...
Lays out. Oh, it's off his glove. To first, and he beats it. Everyone's safe.
Well, that was an important at-bat in this game, so great job there stepping up to the challenge. Now, that sets up a huge at-bat in this ball game.
And now it's Mark Vientos. Outfield deep here, trying to prevent anything over their heads. First pitch misses. The Mets with the go-ahead run at the plate here, the bottom of the 7th. Ball to strike. The pitch. Bunt attempt. Popped up. Bart gets to first, and the bunt doesn't work out.
Up next for the Mets, catcher
Francisco Alvarez up now for the Mets.
And things could change quickly here with one swing.
Tap foul at the plate. Now a fly ball to right center. Mangum settles underneath it. And that is the 3rd out of the inning.
Well, this guy competes hard. We see the emotion there. I love it. Great job at getting out of the jam.
We're at the top of the 8th. And now the Pirates leadoff man, Ryan O'Hearn.
Now pitching for
The Mets with a new arm on the mound, Oscar Brazoban.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
That's a ball.
Pitch
No,
misses
that's
there,
down.
and the count is 2-0. Brazoban, in his 3rd season, he features a changeup, a sinker, a cutter, and he works in a 4-seamer. Now he's challenging the called strike, and that one did miss, and the strike is overturned. They'll keep both their challenges.
Hey!
That one
That's
misses,
ball 4.
so a
Take your
leadoff walk. Here's Marcelo Zuna.
Yep, that ball went out. Inside, ball 2.
Next
Oh,
offering
that's
misses, and it's 3-0. And ball
Ball
4, 2 aboard.
First base.
First and second, no outs. Brandon Lau, and a dangerous hitter coming to the plate.
You know, these Pirates showing great discipline at the plate, and patience definitely seems to be the name of their game in this one.
Nope,
They've already
that's a
earned
ball.
5 walks in the game, and of course, that's provided them with a lot of run-scoring opportunities.
Right through there for a strike. Swung on, belted. That one carrying. Gone. That one made it to the upper tank. Brandon Lau bops one out of here. His first homer of the year, and they add to the lead. It's 5-zip.
That's a swing that'll boost the win probability for sure. Changeup up in the zone is a hitter's dream. It's a BP fastball, but you're playing in real time. Most times, the pitcher's asking for a new baseball, just like right there.
Well, there's a sign from the crew chief. We are officially in a rain delay as they'll put the tarp on the infield and hope this one passes quickly.
Well, the goal is to resume play within the hour, so that leaves these managers with a bit of a decision. And will they be able to keep their pitchers in the game or not? So we'll have to see on the other side, folks.
Horowitz stands in here, takes ball one low.
Yeah.
Late with the swing there. This one backs to left center. On its way, and that one's out of here. They do it again. Back-to-back homers. And they tack on to their lead. It's 6-0.
And that shot makes their grip on the lead even tighter. Back-to-back homers, always a special feeling at the ballpark, especially if it's your team that does it and those guys get to slap hands at home plate. This is the kind of thing that can really fire up a ball club.
Manager out of the dugout now, and it looks like we'll see a change on the mound. Oscar Brazoban gives way. We'll be back in a minute with a new arm on the mound. Taking over on the mound for the Mets, Tobias Myers. He's into the game with the bases empty. Digging in, O'Neal Cruz. Swing and a high fly ball hit in the air left center field. This one's got a chance. See you later. They've hit another, and they add a run. It's 7-0.
I guess it's safe to say it's raining home runs now as well.
Jake Mangum will hit next.
Nope. Outside.
The 1-1. Hammered down the right side, but foul. Base hit, left center field. And the hits just keep on coming. So up next, Nick Gonzalez.
Aye.
Hit on the ground, might be 2. There's 1, and it's a double play.
They made that double play look so easy, but it was far from routine. That's the one thing about big leaguers. They make tough plays look simple.
Now here is Joey Bart. 0 for 3 in this one. Two down, nobody on, and we're at the top of the 8th. Pop foul out of play off to the right. Here's the 0-2. And a swing and a miss there. That completes the strikeout, inning over. They had the long ball working 3 times for a total of 5 runs. Last half of the 8th coming up. It's the Pirates 7 and the Mets nothing.
Now pitching for
Back
Pittsburgh,
now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the eighth. Carmen Majinski.
And you know, bullpen guys can struggle sometimes when they're called upon with big leads because it just doesn't have the same intensity as a tight game. So we'll see how sharp he is. Your mental toughness matters in situations like this as well.
That one fouled off. Here comes the 0-1. Swings through that.
When you throw a fastball by a guy like that, I imagine it's got to feel incredible. Look for him to throw it again at some point.
0-2 now. Got him swinging for the K. The high heat too much on that one.
Just overmatched on that fastball right there, and it wasn't like he was set up for it by something off speed earlier in the at-bat. Just came right after him with 3 straight, and he had no answer for it.
Lindor swings through that one.
Okay, swing now. He had his mind made up. As soon as that ball left the hand of the pitcher, he was going to swing at it.
Swing and a miss as he was late that time. Bullpen action for the Pirates. Hunter Barco appears to be getting ready, and I'm sure he's feeling some nerves. This would be his major league debut. Matson, a right-hander, loosening up as well. Struck him out swinging. Coming out of the bullpen and throwing BBs. 2 down, bases empty. Now the number 2 hitter, Juan Soto, 1 for 3.
That's a ball.
Two down, nobody on. Inside, almost got him. That's a bullet, but it goes foul. The 2-2. And that's outside. We'll see another payoff pitch. Good plate appearance there. Able to take the walk. 2 outs, runner at first. Bo Bichette gets a chance to hit. 0 for 3 with 3 strikeouts. Out to short. Out with room to spare, and that's the inning. Mets leave 1. They continue to trail 7-0. We go to the 9th. At the plate for Pittsburgh, Jared Triolo. He was late there, strike 1. That one finds the corner, and it's 0-2. In the air to left center. Robert on the move to the alley. Pulls it down, and he makes the catch. Back to the top of the order now. So next to the plate for Pittsburgh, Ryan O'Hearn. And that one fouled off. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Foul ball, still 0-2. The Pirates up big in this one here at the top of the 9th. On the ground, out to short. Throws to first in time, and they get the out.
Up next for the Pirates, the designated hitter, Marcell Ozuna.
Next is the Pirates DH, Marcell Ozuna. First pitch swinging. Lined into left center field, and that's going to fall for him. So he gets on base and keeps it going.
Clearly seeing the ball very well in this one. Just a solid swing right there. Caught it out fine. ripped it into the outfield for the base hit. Those always feel great.
Strike two.
More and more guys are looking to slot regardless of the count. In this situation, we'll keep a close eye on his approach.
Comes up empty as he chases that one in the dirt. Got him. Inning over on the strikeout. Pirates leave one. They're still in control. It's 7-0. All set for the bottom of the ninth. And stepping in for New York, Jorge Polanco.
0-1.
Base hit, center field. And the leadoff man aboard.
He made that look easy, keeping his bat in the zone on plane for a long time. That leads to a high contact rate and more barrels, Boog. Even when you don't get it great, it's still hit hard enough to dunk something in like that in front of the center fielder.
Now, Marcus Semien.
Well, the leadoff man gets on. You want to minimize the threat by playing sound defense. Hopefully the pitcher can get a ball on the ground and they can roll him up for two.
The 1-2. Swing and a miss. The velocity blasted it right past him. One out man at first. So here's Robert now. And that is out of play. Swings through that one for strike two. Cuts on it and misses. That's a strikeout. Only one out remaining for the Mets.
Well, interesting. He's looking very comfortable out of the stretch after giving up the leadoff single. Back-to-back strikeouts, so they haven't been able to move that runner up, get him into scoring position, and try to have a better chance of scoring. I tell you, good job so far on the mound. He just needs one more out.
And first offering is fouled off. Ground ball to the middle. That's a base hit. They stop the lead runner at second. Now 2 on with 2 outs.
When you go 0 for 5, 0 for 7.
Isaac Matson comes on now.
Compared to some days, this is a pretty low leverage appearance for him, so he should be fairly free and easy out there. Still have to keep yourself sharp and attack the strike zone.
Alvarez swings through it for strike one. He swings and fouls one off. This could end it. Swing and a miss, struck him out, and that is the ball game.
Well, we saw complete domination in this one. The offense exploded for a blowout, and then the pitching staff nails, locked down the opponent. This team did everything right today.
This one ends 7-0. For Chris Singleton and our entire crew here at MLB The Show, thanks for stopping by. I'm John Shambi. Talk to you soon.